I think plastic surgery shouldn't be demonized, but it also shouldn't be normalized totally, completely either. In that way, stealth can also be quite dangerous for people because people are dishonest about the work they get done, and they give this unrealistic beauty standard. I didn't know a lot of girls had or selling workout plans, things like that.
Totally.
BBLs?
Yeah, Brazilian butt lift,
That makes
which is what I
sense.
have two of.
Okay.
We could tell. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of The Bridge Reacts, and I'm your host, Marcus. Thank you for stopping by to see another episode here on The Bridge where we're talking about, good things, great things, and positive things here on The Bridge, talking about, how we can be better people, better partners, bridge the gap between men and women, long-lasting relationships, marriages, all that good stuff. Welcome to the channel. If you like what we do here, what we talk about, please subscribe, hit the like button, and notification bell as well. Today's video, we are talking about something a little bit different. One of those, those videos, right? More of content, but there's a message behind it. We're gonna go over that towards my final thoughts. Today's video, Jubilee and the plastic surgery versus natural beauty. Let's go ahead and get straight to it. Please check out their channel as well. Take it away.
I know a girl who got a chin implant, changed her whole face, like crazy.
And no matter how much cosmetic surgery you receive, you're thinking of little things you can change about your body constantly.
Why does somebody else changing their face bother somebody who's happy with themselves?
So,
I'm Ka Takahashi, and I'll be moderating this episode of Cosmetic Surgery versus Natural Beauty. The first prompt is...
They got our girl Amla on here too, by the way. I know you probably already noticed, but if you haven't noticed, we got Amla on the squad, on the national team. Shout out to Amla.
Cosmetic surgeries should be as normalized as makeup. Can they agree or step forward?
I kind of see a lot of cosmetic surgery as kind of like high maintenance to be low maintenance type of thing. So girls who are overlining their lips every day, like just get some lip filler, like get the, the Botox or anything. I mean, it kind of starts with makeup, like the girls who are putting on the makeup every day before school when they get a little more money in their pockets and they get a little older and get a little freedom. Yeah, those are probably the girls that are a little more inclined to want to get, stuff done. It's a little more severe to go under the knife than to wear makeup, but I mean, it's something that happens every day. It's LA, and I just don't think people talk about it because it's so taboo.
Originally, the prompt said surgery, and I don't think surgery should be normalized, but then you started talking about like Botox,
yeah.
laser.
Doctor, so she must be an actual cosmetic surgeon, plastic surgery surgeon, whatever, right?
There's skincare products, friends and acquaintances that I know who also are aging gracefully. Somebody gave them the secret when they were in their 20s. Our collagen starts going to shit at 25. So if you're not doing things that boost the collagen in your skin at the age of 25, you're gonna be playing catch up at some point. If there's something that you could have done, like regular exercise or stretching every day to help you age.
And we have found the premise of the video. Natural ways of maintaining your youth and keeping up with it, right? So if you haven't already figured out, yes, it's all about, loving the skin you're in, being okay with that, being comfortable within it, because we all have our own insecurities. We all look at ourselves, even the people who you admire the most, all your icons, all your favorite people who you shouldn't idolize anyways, but you do, they have their own insecurities as well. And I'm sure they have their own, going under the knife type of expeditions they've been on. I'm not completely sure every single one of them, but more or less, there are little small tweaks you can do to like your face and stuff. I don't know all this stuff about plastic surgery, but I do know there are little small changes you can make that aren't really obvious. So a lot of people that we do know and we look up to, even our family members, friends maybe, they've probably done it. And there's the, not so crazy side of it, and there's the extreme side of it. You'll see that here in the video.
Why not do that for your appearance if it's simple, safe, and you're doing it with a trusted physician?
But surgeries, you would say, that should not be normalized.
I don't think it should be normalized, but I'll give you an example. This is gonna sound crazy, but go with me. So I had a girl brought in by her mom for a labiaplasty. And I was ready to walk in the room and be like, are you freaking crazy? Like, what are you thinking bringing in your daughter for a labiaplasty? And I walked in and this girl had a normal labia on one side And on the other side, she had a labia as long as my finger hanging out. When she was at the YMCA, it would fall out of her bathing suit. She was getting teased by her friends, and she said, "Mom, I do not want..."
Damn. She had a kickstand. That was distasteful. That was...
to go into high school with this thing hanging out of my vagina. I did it awake. It took me 15 minutes to give her a normal anatomic labia that matched her other side. So should we normalize access to feel your best? Absolutely.
Bring the disagreeers in.
That's a good point. Something like that, the anomaly, the exception to the rule in a sense, like that is what I guess you can justify this. Plastic surgery, cosmetic surgery, that makes more sense. But if you're just doing it for like insecurities that you probably can change, because that young lady could not change the body part she was given, right? And the shape and the way it looks and how it hangs, she didn't do that. She didn't cause, there was nothing that she could have done to prevent that. It's a part of her, right? So that makes more sense.
I think plastic surgery shouldn't be demonized, but it also shouldn't be normalized totally, completely either. In that way, stealth can also be quite dangerous for people because people are dishonest about the work they get done, and they give this unrealistic beauty standard. I didn't know a lot of girls had or selling workout plans, things like that.
Totally.
BBLs.
Yeah, Brazilian butt lift,
makes
which is what I
sense.
have two of.
Okay.
We could tell.
I don't think plastic surgery is wrong. The little girl you're talking about, like, we can all imagine what that would be like, having some kind of abnormality in your body, or if you have a cleft lip, or something that makes you feel so othered. I can understand that. My issue with the idea of normalizing surgery, you have young girls. When you're 18, you get to decide if you're willing to take on the risk. 18-year-olds don't really know anything. I don't want a society that tells young women especially need to change these things about yourself surgically.
So I think it's very important that we make a
Distinction?
yes, there we go, we got it, it was there. Between makeup and surgery, because that was the prompt, right? I even faced troubles when I was doing certain surgeries, right? And I had to redo things.
And let's be mature. Let's not make fun of individuals who are more on the extreme side, like I was kind of referencing earlier, because I mean, she's a victim. If you think about it, you really think about it, like living in this day and age, especially now more than ever, right? You see all these beautiful women, you see all these beautiful bodies or whatever, and then you have these young ladies. She's older than me, I imagine, but like you have these young ladies who see this 24/7. This is what women are supposed to look like in that sense, right? Even though women come in all shapes and sizes, right? It's so impressionable, and I think individuals who go down this path, and especially even further down the extreme, you start having these body modifications and stuff like.
And I think once you go down that slope and that route, it goes into like another tunnel. You know what I'm saying? Makeup, it's something that's so easy we can take it off, we can put it on. So that's the only reason why I disagree. I don't think it should be as normalized as makeup because it's just two totally different ballgames.
I think makeup probably shouldn't be as normalized as it is now. But that's probably for my final thoughts, so.
I completely agree with you, and to a certain extent, I would say,
It's all
looking at like the makeup industry, makeup in a lot of ways is a little bit too normalized. So I don't think I would want to take that a step further. And if we're normalizing makeup, which in a lot of ways there are women and men who can throw on makeup and it changes the entire shape of their face, and you take it off and it's a completely different person underneath. Surgery does that in a more permanent, invasive way. The goal is to move away from alteration of the self, of the person, and move towards, acceptance.
So alteration of self and permanency are two things that you brought up. Would you apply the same to tattoos and piercings?
Yes, and I say that as a person who has tattoos, and in a lot of ways I look down and I think about myself and I go, why did I feel the need to
That's a good point.
change this, person
Because
that I
was. Your
was.
self-expression, though, what you wanted to visualize.
Yeah, I think it was a convinced self-expression, and we talk about aging, and the phrase "age gracefully" was used. When I think about aging gracefully, I think about somebody who is looking at the wrinkles on their face and going, "Oh, that was a laugh that I had back when I was, 23. This mark that I have on my stomach is from my child who's now in his 30s." Why don't we view that as aging gracefully? Why is there no grace in accepting the wrinkles?
One wrinkle or seeing a little mark on your belly is not what these women are coming in for. I've had patients who are so blown out in their abdomen that you can see their intestines moving under their skin after they've had 4 children. So is that okay now, or Maybe there's like this
that's
one
different.
definitive spot where like this is okay, but this.
Again, something that you can't really control. Like when the example you just gave, a woman who's given birth to like 4 different children, and now her intestines are kind of slightly visible under her stomach because of like the things that changed and stuff like that. That's different. She's not going under the knife because she saw someone with a big butt and she wants to get a big butt because she wants more attention or more money or opportunities. It's different than, you know, it's the exception of the rule is what you're referring to. I want to kind of go over another question, but I'm kind of like running a little bit close on time. What do you think, guys? You think we should go a little bit longer? Think we should go a little bit longer? Look at the time. We probably did.
The cosmetic surgery industry exploits people's insecurities. Wow,
They all walked down.
Okay.
When you have trends where all of these women are getting the exact same boob job, the exact same lips, or the exact same nose, it's almost impossible to deny that insecurities are being put onto people.
Imagine that the plastic surgery / cosmetic surgery realm would naturally not exist if it weren't for insecurity, and if we could somehow alleviate that pressure that women in particular feel quite often, then it would be an industry that would be going out of business.
I disagree with that. I mean, I'm a plastic surgeon, and I think that the answer is yes and no.
Even though you are a plastic surgeon, everything you've said just about is all anecdotal evidence or it's just exceptions to the rule. But let's hear her out, Dr. Nazarian. Nazarian?
You know, similarly to maybe fashion. Also, is that also, you know, push-up bras? Is that also a terrible thing? The analogy that I always give is if you're gonna go buy a couch,
Not the same thing,
you
though.
can go buy a paisley couch. You can do that. That might be the trend. Or you can buy a neutral couch and change your pillows. So I'm the type of plastic surgeon that always promotes a neutral couch, and you can change your clothes, you know, as trends come and go, but you want to.
Well, it is your profession, so it's like you have to like be against the downfall of plastic surgery. Like that's what you make your money.
Keep your body healthy, natural looking, a very neutral canvas, and then you can play with it. You can have fun with it. So as far as insecurities go, if a woman has 4 children and her stomach's completely blown out, her breasts are hanging down to here, can't even show your waist, she feels so insecure that she hasn't slept with her husband in 2 years, should we just tell her to learn to love her body, or should we do a 4-hour procedure in a healthy woman who's a mother who wants to feel like, hey, I want to be in a bikini again, I want to have intimate relations with my husband again, and not be thinking, oh, is he touching flab here?
Yeah.
Oh, does my breast not look normal?
Do you feel like that is the most common belief amongst plastic surgeons, or do you feel like you're more of a minority of thought in that?
No, you know, I
a good
think when I
question.
first started out, I was more of a minority of thought. This is my 11th year in practice, and I've always been into natural results. I haven't moved my forehead in 16 years. I have 15 syringes of filler in my face, but you would never know. Big tip, if your surgeon looks like an alien, you're about to look like one too, because that's their aesthetic, right? I do feel like a more athletic look is definitely more in now, so I'm hearing a lot more surgeons being vocal about that natural aesthetic, but I do agree with you that it wasn't always that way.
I guess we can put a little stopping point right here. We only went to like 2 questions, and there was more to this question as well. I can revisit this video if anyone watches the videos. Last couple videos didn't do anything, but hey, we're gonna keep making videos. Gonna be on YouTube forever, so you can catch up if you want to. Let's get to my final thoughts, and we'll end the video. But my final thoughts. Plastic surgery versus natural beauty. You already know where I stand on this. I'm sure you do by now. I have a natural girlfriend. I'm a natural looking guy. Real locks here, these aren't extensions. So natural beauty, natural everything, right? We have to feel comfortable in the skin that we were born in at the end of the day. And I know we always talk about, you know, race with being comfortable with our skin color. Can we be comfortable within our own bodies? Let's promote that instead of always about race stuff. We should still treat our bodies as a temple and want to, you know, work out, want to, you know, do all the natural beneficial things such as like, I guess, remedies, teas, any kind of cream from any natural, whatever, things that are natural, that are from the earth and not from doctors and plastic. Because plastic does not deserve to be in your skin, in your face. It deserves to be in the ocean. My whole point is that you should still, even though we all have our insecurities, I have my own, of course, like everyone else, just about. We have to really understand that things aren't always forever. I guess like you're always, even if you capitalize on the surgery aspect of it, right? You go that route in life. You get surgery, you get all this stuff done. At the end of the day, you're gonna need little touch-ups, like she just said. You need to exchange those pillows or whatever in the couch. So it's almost like a never-ending battle that you're fighting against age, the inevitable, Thanos, if you will. So what's the point? Why throw all that money away to something that's going to eventually just need more and more maintenance, and it's going to deteriorate regardless? There's nothing you can really do about it. But there are natural things you can do to maintain your health, more importantly. And then by doing that, will also maintain your looks. So I encourage everyone to go that route versus the plastic surgery route. I understand that there's a lot of distractions. I understand there are a lot of amazing looking bodies out there that, let's be honest, I don't know the exact percentage off the top of my head, but there's a large percentage or an alarming amount who are not completely natural. They have gotten things done, and you're looking at them saying, I want to be that, but it might not be achievable. And if it is achievable, the person you're watching might have not achieved it by themselves at the end of the day. So I want your thoughts about the whole plastic versus natural beauty, and where do you fall on that line? Do you feel as though plastic surgery is okay? To what degree is it okay? Do you think that natural beauty is the only way to go? Because men typically like natural beauty. I'm just saying, I'm just being real with you. We typically like the natural beauty, even though, all this is being promoted with like the super long baby hairs and the long weave and the nails and all that stuff, whatever. I mean, if you look good, you look good, but at the end of the day, you got to take all that stuff off eventually. So what are you going to look like then? Please subscribe, hit the like button and notification bell as well if you like the channel, like the vibe we have here and what we're going over, what we're talking about. Please share with your friends, family, everybody else. Please watch the video multiple times. If you can like it multiple times from different accounts, sure, why not? I'm not going to stop you. It's a passion of mine. Let's, see the community do better. Let's grow together. Let's be better. Let's bridge the gap. But I'll see you guys the next time in the next video. You guys have a nice one. All right, see you.